Hi friends, if you're heading into 2026 feeling kind of scattered creatively, like you have ideas but not a lot of follow through and maybe a little guilt mixed in, if you're a mom like me, I just want you to know you're not alone. That's exactly where I've been. Hi, I'm Nicole, and this channel is about navigating creativity, motherhood, and building a creative business that fits real life without burning out or losing yourself. As I'm going into 2026, my life is shifting again. I am preparing to have another baby. I see how full my days already are, and I know myself well enough to know that if I don't slow down and get intentional, creativity, my passions, and the parts that make me me are the first things that gets pushed aside. When I had my first, I really struggled with the transition into motherhood. I felt like I lost myself a bit. It was like all the things that I was passionate about before suddenly just didn't matter anymore. It felt like my entire identity was just supposed to shift overnight. Like it was just about being a mom now and nothing else. And honestly, that was really difficult for me. Over time, though, I started to realize how important it is to still do things for me, to still make space for the things that I care about. And for me, that was creativity. Whether it was design, photography, dance, playing piano, working on side hustles, client work, or even just personal projects around the house, creating reminded me that I'm still a person too. I can be a mom and still have passions. Those things don't cancel each other out. But that doesn't mean that it's easy. In the past, I've tried to keep up. I've consumed more content, chased more ideas, and told myself I'd really start when things felt calmer or I had more knowledge. I've done the thing where I save ideas for later, tell myself I'll come back when I have more time, and then realize months or years have gone by. And what I'm realizing is that I don't actually need a massive life overhaul in 2026. I don't need a perfect plan or a word of the year or some unrealistic schedule that looks good on paper. I need a few grounded decisions that I can actually live with. So instead of resolutions, I'm calling these intentions because they are the decisions shaping how I build my creative business in this season. Number one, my first intention to focus on in 2026 is creating more than I consume. I love learning, like a lot. I love watching YouTube and other educational videos. I like saving ideas and getting new ways to think about things. But if I'm honest, there have been seasons where I've just consumed so much that I actually stopped trusting my own voice. I realized I was waiting to feel ready instead of just making something with what I already know. And I think sometimes it's not about needing more information, but needing more expression instead. So that's one of the things I want to focus on. Okay, number two. Another thing I'm really committing to is focusing on one thing at a time, but only for short seasons. I'm not trying to pick my forever niche or decide the rest of my life. I just want to be able to say, for the next month or two, this is what I'm focusing on, and let that be enough. I think as multi-passionate people, we sometimes assume that focus means giving the other things up, but I'm trying to let it feel more like permission to make progress. Number three, another big reset for me in 2026 is letting go of impatience. Man, oh man, have I been impatient. I have to remind myself that I'm not behind. I'm building a foundation, and the time is going to pass anyway. So at least it's passing with me doing something rather than nothing. Foundations aren't flashy. They're quiet. They take time, but they're the reason everything else eventually works. Number four, this is probably one of the hardest ones for me to say out loud, but in 2026, I really want to focus on finishing things. I have so many ideas that I genuinely love, and I think a lot of them are good, but I've also realized how often I abandon them because they're not exactly what I imagined yet, or they're not perfect yet. I can't tell you all the digital products or courses that I've created that I never actually finished or put out there because I talked myself out of it. I have a notes app full of ideas that I get, and I just quickly put them on there, which I think is a good habit to have, but it's not great if you do nothing about it. I'm trying to remind myself that unfinished ideas don't help anyone. They don't build true confidence, and they don't build a business either. Finished things do. I don't think perfection has ever moved my life forward, but finishing has. Number five, this one is really personal for me. One thing I care deeply about going into 2026 is not losing myself again as my family grows. I want creativity to be a part of my life as a mom, not something outside of it. I want it to be part of our home and not something that only exists if everything else is perfectly handled. So instead of separating creative time from family time, I want to invite creativity into my home, whether it's creating with my kids, letting them see me make things, showing them that creativity is a part of everyday life, not something that we outgrow. And just allowing more opportunities for them to be creative themselves. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. And creativity doesn't have to compete with motherhood, it can live alongside it. So I'm not sharing any of this because I have it figured out. I'm sharing it because this is what I'm trying in real time. And if you're heading into 2026 feeling like you want to build something, but you also want to be present for your life, I think those things can exist together. So if I could encourage you with one thing, it would be this. Pick something small that you can actually finish. Not the perfect version, not the thing that proves something, just something real. Finish it, let it exist. See how it feels. If you're navigating creativity, motherhood, and building something slowly and honestly, that's what I'm sharing here. I'd love for you to subscribe and walk through the season with me. Thanks, friend. Now go create something.